Okay. Um, Here we are after a year of me not making videos on YouTube. Um, Last year I made a showcase series on this single player survival mode world that you can see at the top of the screen. And my online friends liked it because they could take a peek into the history of my Minecraft creative journey. And some of them also liked it because apparently I have an ASMR quality to my voice, which is open to debate, of course. And so last year, there was a guy on a Discord server that I spent quite a bit of time talking to, and he asked me if I could do some sort of a tutorial series based on Minecraft for maybe like adults, like older people, 30 plus, 25 plus audience who are much more accustomed to playing, I don't know, FPS games, stuff like Battlefield or whatever whatever other adults actually play. I've only kind of always just played Minecraft and a little bit of some other games, but mostly it's been just this game. And I mulled over it for a while, like what would be the best approach to make a tutorial based in Minecraft when YouTube as a platform is flooded both with Minecraft creators and with Minecraft tutorials. Everybody's doing a Minecraft tutorial. And it was about 2 weeks ago. I actually recorded 15 minutes of Minecraft footage until I realized that it just wasn't gonna work because it's the same thing everybody's doing. You know, you go into a new world, right away you start, punching your way through the world to gather resources. But I realized that I just cannot keep it interesting. I can't keep talking about the mechanics of Minecraft while I'm utilizing those mechanics and to make it interesting as well. So I thought of a kind of a different approach, which is just to kind of ramble on about some of my creative decisions, sprinkle some details from my life that affect me when it comes to playing this game and sort of see where that leads me. And of course, like at this point, I'm not really sure how long I'm gonna keep this series on. Maybe it's gonna last for hundreds of millions of episodes, and maybe it's just gonna be a 10 episode deal, much like the showcase series I did last year. So let's get into it. As you can see, this is version 1.17.1 of the game. That might come as a surprise to many of you, as Minecraft's latest version is 26.1 or 26.2, I'm not really sure. And I do play on that version on a multiplayer server, but this is my forever world. I've had this world since I think it was about September, October of 2017, and it serves as a kind of a window to the past. And I'd very much like to keep it that way. So, for those of you unacquainted with Minecraft's history, there's kind of a golden age of Minecraft, which was, those really old versions. I mean, really old. I think it was around, I don't know, 1.6, 1.7, that kind of jazz. And then it came to 1.11 and 12. That's kind of like Silver Age of Minecraft. The game was really well optimized in 1.12, and for the longest time, this Forever World was running in 1.12. Not because of nostalgia, but because back then I was still a university student and my laptop wasn't strong enough to handle newer versions, especially 1.13, which came around 2018, I think. So I kind of made this world permanently frozen in 1.12 until newer, much more stable versions of it came about, like 1.15. So why keep it in 1.17.1? Um, Mainly. is because COVID had impacted global industries around the world in such a manner that it was much more difficult and much slower to develop anything, much less computer games at a time. So Mojang, the company that created Minecraft, uh, they kind of split the caves and cliffs updates into two. In the first part, we got all the features, but none of the world gen. And in the second part, which was 1.18, we got the world gen along those features. Uh, but I kind of disliked the world gen of 1.18, even though it kind of stretched the world vertically. I didn't like it because, first of all, it wrecked all of my farms, existing infrastructure that exists there to produce resources. But also because it just made Minecraft caves kind of scarier. So I kept on playing in 1.17. I'm just gonna move out from the login screen to the actual world screen because I realized this might be a bit, well, for the lack of a better word, boring, but we'll get to that. So, where were we? 1.17. Um, in a way, 1.17 for me is 1.12. It's still kind of like a middle ground between the old Minecraft and the new Minecraft. And in order for me to kind of get a taste of newer versions, I did something with my world data files. I edited them out so all new chunks that will be generated will generate with amplified terrain. For those of you, for the uninitiated, Minecraft amplified worlds were kind of like a big feature before the caves and cliffs completely overhauled world gen. You could get these enormous mountains. Like this would generate just as a simple island with basic world gen, but with amplified, it just makes it humongous. Like the fog is kind of hiding its true size. Uh, so it was kind of like a compromise. Okay, Gnawky, we can keep being in this old version of Minecraft, but that doesn't mean we can't have some fun and kind of port some of the newer sights and views into that older version by using strictly Minecraft tools. And that's why I'm on 1.17. Now, when it comes to tutorials, normally you'd like the latest version of Minecraft just to be up to date. But this is not that kind of a channel, and I'm not that kind of a dude. Um, I will keep it in 1.17 for the time being, maybe even forever. Who knows? I just kind of like that. Um, I don't know, old quality to it. There's something stable and still in older versions of games we've kind of grown to love over the years. All right, well, that kind of covers this very long and stretched out intro. I actually did some stuff around this island about an hour ago because trying to play Minecraft during the first day and first night while also explaining some of the underlying mechanics is difficult. Because if the light level of the blocks around you, which I have this nifty little mod called, I think it's Mini Hut by Massa, one of the members of the SciCraft server, it shows me the light level of blocks that surround me. So if I remove this torch, this, I drop down, let's get back up. This will become mob friendly. A hostile mob can spawn on this block because the light level is lower than the kind of like the threshold between is it mob spawnable or mob not spawnable. So let's just get back. Let's get that torch back. I don't want anything spawning. in this version of Minecraft, the reach of the torch is much lower. So a light level of 5 is it's kind of the hostile mob will spawn on that light level. In your versions, this has to be 0 for a hostile mob to spawn. But, this is an older version, things are a bit different. However, the core mechanics of Minecraft have stayed pretty much identical through the years, even back in 1.12. The way you would approach this game is almost virtually identical to how you approach it these days. You kind of start off with the same early game um, strategies. So I spawned on this island, or rather, I set my spawn on this island somewhere around here in the skies, I think, if I can see it. Oh, there we go. I made this obsidian platform with just one bed. Now, normally, when you spawn in Minecraft, the game kind of pushes you out of non-existence onto some kind of terrain. But because this is a long-running forever world, I kind of had to make some adjustments. You have certain options where you can kind of command line force your spawn onto a new place in the world, but I wanted to avoid doing that because some of my farms are kind of dependent on where those spawn chunks are located in the world. Uh, and I kind of made this little obsidian platform. It's obsidian is pretty blast resistant. I kind of figure it's kind of indestructible. I can't currently reach this bed because a bed is an item that you have to obtain from interacting with the mobs that are present in the game. There was a single sheep when I arrived on this island, and that sheep will be very useful to me when I acquire tools to shear it from the wool, and that will enable me to make a bed of my own. But for right now, this spawn platform, that's kind of like the origin point of this survival tutorial series. So I spawned on this island. This island is kind of large in size, and that first recording I mentioned, I was absolutely swarmed with hostile mobs, zombies, skeletons, and then a creeper came in and blew me up, and I was like, okay, this is not gonna work. So for the benefit of this series working out well for me as somebody who's making it right now, I thought let's just first prep the grounds, make it a bit easier for me to explain what I'm doing here exactly. Um, so you might see in the title of this video, the title of this series is Minecraft After Work. Why is it Minecraft after work? Well, it's because I'm recording these episodes after work, or in my case, it's Saturday morning right now, and I just had a really busy week at work, and I'm not gonna be as energetic as YouTube Minecraft creators are, because a lot of my daily energy goes towards my responsibilities as an adult. I have a job. I gotta cook my lunches. I gotta, wash the dishes. I gotta wash and dry my clothes. There's a lot of details in the backgrounds of people's lives that need to be taken care of for the smooth operation of a machine known as adult life. So I envisioned this series as some kind of laid back, low energy, chilled out type of deal where we just go along with it at our own pace, and we don't worry about deadlines or views or likes or comments. We're just gonna keep at it. Like, I don't expect any likes, nor do I expect any comments, positive or negative. I really don't expect anything. This is just something that I like doing, something that I thought about doing while I was still a student in a university. And I thought, you know, what the heck? Let's try and do it, and maybe I'll enjoy it the way I thought I would all those years ago. So I took the time and placed some torches around this island, so it's spawn proof. So no hostile mobs can spawn at this time. I will need hostile mobs down the line, but at this point, not something we want. So you can see in the lower part of the screen, there's these 1, 2, 3, 10 uh, drumsticks, or what are these? Are these like beef drumsticks? Yeah, I don't know. And two of them are empty, or two and a half of them are empty. That's the hunger bar, and it's currently going on a in a downwards fashion, and we need to fix that. And for this first episode of me rambling about setting up this world, I thought we could just provide ourselves with a food source. So the way we do that, you usually in early game you just break some grass and hope some seeds will come out of it, just like this seed. And these seeds can then be planted and used to grow some food. I'll just turn this light mod off. Okay, a bit of lag there. I don't know why. And for seeds to grow, we need some water. Fortunately, we're on an island surrounded by miles and miles of ocean water. So we have water, we have seeds. Now all we need now is a tool to shape uh, shape that dirt into something that this wheat can use to grow in. Yeah, that's an excellent explanation. That's what you get when you wake up at 7:30 on a Saturday morning. So I'm just gonna break some wood here. A lot of trees I found on this island, because I did spend quite a lot of time searching for kind of like the perfect island for this series. A lot of trees were already here. Some of them I had to replant because, you know, you need uh, a whole lot of these crude resources. Oh, look at that sunrise. Man, this is beautiful. Amplified really gives a very special charm to to Minecraft, especially these older versions that didn't have the benefit of new world generation. So let's make a tool called the hoe. I also thought about, do I explain every single step of gameplay, or do I just have these stretches of silence where I'm not actually saying anything and I'm just making things as we go along? And I'll definitely think about that. So let's make a hoe. Kablam, kablamo. Okay, we have a tool, and we're gonna search for a patch of land near the water. I don't really have a lot of options here. So we're gonna till this soil and use a bit of parkour skills to get here, if you can call this parkour. And another one. It's gonna take a while for these to grow. I'm probably gonna, like, my hunger bar is probably gonna go down before I'm able to harvest these um, crops. But that's okay. We're confined to this island. All our items are just gonna drop to the ground. We're gonna spawn on that obsidian platform up there, and it's gonna be fine. That's it. I think I still have some seeds in that chest there, if I can reach it. I think some sounds should come from the game as well with this recording software that I'm using. Let's see if we can do something about it. Options, music sounds. Yeah, I don't know, everything is pretty high on. I don't know why it's so quiet. Okay, I need more seeds. 7 seeds. Yeah, that's so many seeds. Definitely not gonna take a whole eternity for it to grow. Let's see if there's any land on this side. Not much. Do I have any dirt blocks? If the land is too far away from the sea, we will bring the land to the sea, and we do not have a lot of it. So let's break apart this little node of dirt right here to acquire that land, because a lot of this island is mostly sand. Okay, 15 blocks, that's enough. Where could I plop this down? Let's hoe it. Let's till it. One thing we should bear in mind that if a tilled dirt block is to get, I guess, soaked in water, is that the proper expression? It needs to be under 4 blocks away from the nearest water source block. Or I think it doesn't even have to be a water source block. I can also be falling water. So let's plant these seeds, and we don't have a lot of them. Now we just gotta wait for them to grow, which is gonna take a lot of time. Yeah, this is early game Minecraft. Early game Minecraft is very uneventful. If you ignore the horde of mobs, hostile mobs coming at you the first night, the thumbnail for this video is gonna be a screenshot of my first night on this island. But not a lot is happening right now. I have to wait for those crops to grow up so I can collect the wheat, and I can craft that wheat into bread and finally, stop dying from hunger. But after we set ourselves up with some basic tools, maybe some armor, and we get into redstone engineering, then, it's gonna take a turn for the better. My goal with this island here is a continuation of something that I've been doing in this world. Whenever I get bored with a certain area I've developed, I move on to a new area and start over. Because the world is so virtually infinite, I don't need to create new Minecraft worlds. I can just keep playing in this one world. But what I did in the past, I would usually bring all of my old tools with me to the new area, and I always had some kind of a lifeline to to my vast amount of resources. But this time for this series, I'm approaching this from a completely clean slate perspective. We're gonna start from scratch, and we're gonna see what this island will develop into. Yeah, and as we wait for those crops to grow, I will finish up this episode. I hope you liked this very podcasty, talkative, ramble on type of Minecraft content. And if you didn't, well, it doesn't matter. Not everything is supposed to be about the hits, about viewership, about growth. Sometimes you just want to enjoy your life, much like this sapling is.